My name is Ken Valenotti. I've been practicing law for 40 years in the San Francisco Bay Area. My client maintained an office in one of the downtown high-rise office buildings in San Francisco. And one Saturday morning, he went to his office to run some errands. And when he arrived at the building that day, he went through the front door and greeted the security guard, who told him that the building's electrical power was going to be shut off that day. And when he got up to his office, he was there literally for about 15 minutes, and then he left and walked to the fourth floor elevator lobby. And just as he was about to push the button for the elevator to call the elevator to go down, the power in the building shut off. Complete blackness. He described that you could not even see your hand in front of your face. He panicked and felt his way along the building wall and tried to get down the staircase in darkness, lost his footing and fell and suffered some very serious injuries. After he got home, he had another fall. The defense argument was going to be he wasn't injured in this accident. They didn't see it in the emergency room. Clearly, he must have been injured in the second fall. So that's when I made the decision to really go with this animation and really hone in on the causation issue, try to dispel this concept that it was the second fall that he had that caused the injury. What I needed to do was to refute that. And the way that we did it was through the help of DK Global's animation. In collaboration with my expert, we were able to show on the animation the actual diagnostic studies that were done at the emergency room, where my doctor could point and show exactly to the jury where that ligament and how that ligament was injured on that day of that accident, and not in the subsequent fall. That was critical. In collaboration with our expert, he walked through step by step every detail of the surgery. And this was an extremely intrusive surgery. They had to open up his neck, drill into 3 separate discs, 6 different drill holes with screws, metal plates inserted into his neck to stabilize 3 discs in his upper cervical spine. It was as if the jury were in the surgery room watching this happen. It was that detailed. It's a world of difference from just having someone dry testify about how ligaments are injured. That's boring. But if you can show it, makes all the difference. What we found out was that this building owner and its management personnel were completely unskilled and incompetent in terms of how to conduct a power shutdown in a downtown office building like this one. At mediation, the initial offer was under 6 figures, $25,000 or $50,000. The animation was then presented. Something changed their mind. I can only assume, because the depositions were all done. Everything was, the only thing that was new introduced into that mediation was the DK Global animation. Eventually, the case settled. It settled confidentially, but it was in 7 figures and substantially more than what they were offering at the mediation. I'd never used DK Global. I'd never used an animation in such a case like this, but I am sold going forward that I will never again handle the case without working the case up in that fashion.